Denver Airport is trending again, but this time, something doesn't add up.
It's been stuck in airplane mode for about 6,000 years.
New findings are surfacing, and they're raising more questions than answers. And what's being uncovered might be more disturbing than anyone expected. A passenger was heading for his flight when something disturbing caught his eye. The airport banners weren't normal advertisements. One showed an Illuminati symbol with a bold line beneath reading "Construction" or "Cover-Up." He moved forward, only to see another banner depicting a reptile dressed like a human. The posters immediately echoed old conspiracy theories. Secret forces, including the Illuminati and reptilian beings, living among humans and quietly controlling decisions. Such banners at the airport? Well, that raised questions. The move looked deliberate. Perhaps it was meant to normalize their presence. Or maybe it was part of a larger, hidden agenda, silently preparing people for a reality no one is ready to confront. Secret tunnels? If you look at Denver International Airport, it seems like any other busy airport, but beneath the terminals, a hidden world exists. Back in the early 1990s, engineers built miles of tunnels to house a state-of-the-art automated baggage system. The idea was bold, but the system failed spectacularly. Carts crashed, software glitched, and luggage was destroyed. No one knows what truly happened. And then, tunnels were abandoned. Over the years, rumors began. Some claim the airport sits above secret underground bunkers where aliens are hidden or studied. Rumors looked real, since even travelers to this date report hearing scary voices deep below. Official cover-up.
So what about this one? AUAG. AUAG.
Media outlets worldwide reported strange symbols and mysterious drawings at Denver International Airport, claiming they were evidence fueling wild conspiracy theories. According to reports, some symbols appeared otherworldly, sparking speculation about aliens or secret societies operating beneath the airport. However, the airport and media quickly labeled the claims as baseless. Officials explained the artwork was part of the airport's public art program, inspired by Native American designs. Names like the New World Airport Commission were clarified as planning-era terms, and odd symbols were linked to construction codes, not secret agendas. Well, to viewers, the footage feels like a cover-up to debunk all conspiracy theories, and leave you wondering what they're not showing.
There are so many other signs that fuel these conspiracy theories. Like, take a look at this. New World Airport Commission.
Forbidden Room.
The Denver International Airport, or the Gates of Hell, as it's been famously nicknamed, is an airport that has long been filled with rumors and theories about it being built by the New World Order or the Illuminati.
Well, it seemed like Denver wasn't done revealing its secrets. The moment a passenger entered the airport, something felt wrong. Live on camera, he noticed murals stretched across the walls, odd, unsettling, almost purposeful. But curiosity took over. He pressed a floor button, and the elevator opened into a hidden room. Inside, people in red gowns and strange masks were performing a ritual. The live feed captured only a brief glimpse before cutting off. Where the man went afterward remains a mystery. It looked like he had stumbled into a space meant only for cult members, a hidden world inside the airport that may never let outsiders return. Alien graffiti.
Is there a secret city down here?
Well, there's certainly a city of people working, but it's not a secret.
During the construction of Denver International Airport, workers uncovered strange graffiti deep in the tunnels, drawings that instantly caught media attention. Some claimed the symbols were unlike anything seen on Earth, sparking whispers that they could be alien markings. Photos spread fast, fueling rumors of a hidden world beneath the airport. Authorities dismissed it as simple construction art, but workers denied ever making the drawings. That only made the mystery worse. Many now believe these markings are proof that something unusual lurks below a secret base, quietly protected by officials, hidden from the world above, and glimpsed only by those who dare to look.
You know, a lot of people think there's an alien base.
You know, people think that. I've never seen any little green men walking around.
Cult ritual. A cargo worker at the airport noticed a door that had been sealed for years suddenly open. Curiosity drew him inside, and what he saw was shocking. People in white gowns were chanting in a strange ritual, their movements deliberate and bizarre. He managed to capture an unclear video, enough to reveal a hidden cult performing in secret. Almost immediately, the footage was taken down without explanation. The chilling part? The worker never returned. It made everyone question, are some areas of the airport just a front, or could they be a gateway to something far darker? Let me know in the comments. Blucifer mystery.
We have breaking news this morning. Blucifer, the iconic blue Mustang at Denver International Airport, has been vandalized.
The media reported breaking news this morning. Denver International Airport's iconic blue Mustang, famously nicknamed Blucifer, was vandalized. Airport staff confirmed orange paint was tagged faintly on the statue's legs. Crews are now scrambling to remove it without damaging the statue, while Denver police investigate. But the incident raises questions beyond vandalism. Why was this statue installed in the first place? And why is the name Blucifer seemingly derived from Lucifer? Some believe it's more than art, a satanic symbol placed to slowly normalize satanic forces. To others, it's a hint at secret cults operating behind the airport walls, subtly influencing those who pass by every day. Strange balloon.
Here. So this balloon has been flying up over the northeastern part of the metro area for most of the morning. We are just finally getting some answers.
Here is another media story, but it soon became controversial. A strange balloon appeared over the Denver metro area on Friday morning, and people couldn't stop filming it. TikTok videos went viral as the odd-shaped orb drifted across the sky. Officials said it was a straddle light balloon carrying a NASA research payload along the 40th parallel, designed to hover and maintain altitude. But something about it didn't sit right with viewers. The balloon moved unusually, unlike any normal weather balloon. Many think this story is just a failed attempt, hiding something far stranger, maybe even a UFO or alien technology disguised as scientific equipment. For those watching, it felt like Denver had just gotten another unexplained visitor in the sky.
We're told this is a stratolite balloon. They just responded to our questions, told us, yes, this is their balloon. They're carrying a payload for NASA.
Pale presence. The list of strange events and sightings at Denver Airport just keeps growing. A photographer, shooting for an airport ad, didn't notice anything unusual at first. It was only later, while editing the photos, that he saw a pale woman peeking through a window. Her presence was unsettling. Was it just a trick of the light? Or had Denver's shadowy reputation turned the airport into a place where trapped spirits linger? The scary capture left many questioning what really hides behind the glass and walls of the airport, and why some visitors or entities seem unwilling to leave. Moving orbs.
What in the world?
At Denver Airport, something unusual caught everyone's attention. Several bright orbs moved slowly in straight lines, perfectly spaced, drifting behind clouds only to reappear moments later. What unsettled viewers most was the setting airports are controlled, heavily monitored spaces. Yet these lights moved freely, without explanation. Some started wondering if extraterrestrials were taking an interest in major airports, testing how close they could get without being noticed. For many, it wasn't just a strange light show. It felt like a silent probe, a warning, or a sign that these hubs of human activity are under observation by something beyond our world.
They're moving.
Hidden base. A TikToker was about to board a plane at LAX airport and was shooting a video for content when suddenly she noticed the ground was having lights. To check, she zoomed the camera and saw a small patch emitting red lights while the rest of the ground was completely normal. The clip went viral within hours. Some brushed it off as a floor installation, but others weren't convinced. LAX has long been surrounded by rumors of hidden tunnels and secret facilities. And this? It didn't look like decoration. It looked controlled, alive. For a moment, it felt like the airport was hiding something just beneath everyone's feet, a secret base or a doorway to another world. Monster transfer. Despite the captain's warning not to open windows on the runway, one passenger couldn't resist, and then panic set in. A monster-like figure was being loaded onto the plane, and strangely, the military was there too. It seemed they were guarding both the creature and a dark secret. The clip ended abruptly, too quickly, but it was enough to spark speculation about authorities being linked to extraterrestrial forces. Some said it could be a classified experiment, something created, not discovered. Others feared it was an extinct creature being transported in secrecy. After the video went viral, the government tried to cover up, saying it was a safari display prop robot being carried. Well, viewers aren't buying this. Demonic disguise. At an airport, a man was waiting near the counter, looking completely normal until something caught the CCTV camera. His gown shifted, and what appeared were not human legs, but hooves. The footage shocked security. Later, when authorities rushed over to check, the man had vanished without a trace. It became clear this wasn't a man at all. This was a demon disguised as a traveler. And the scariest part, you never really know if the person standing next to you is even human. Mass disappearance. These videos from an airport have shown some truly unbelievable events. A girl walking through the terminal vanished mid-step, but it didn't stop there. Travelers waiting nearby disappeared too, one after another. The airport was in chaos. This wasn't a camera glitch or edited video. CCTV showed the moment clearly. Many now believe these were alien abductions, with invisible portals silently pulling humans away in plain sight. The airport, once routine, had become a hidden doorway to the unknown, leaving witnesses terrified and authorities baffled. Forced warning.
Please somebody report this to FBI Washington. I already reported this to Denver police. They did nothing.
At Denver Airport, a woman suddenly began reading from a letter, her voice shaking as people stopped and stared. It didn't feel normal, she claimed. She was being forced, saying her children would be at risk if she refused.
I am not a terrorist. My life and my kids' life are at risk if I said what I know.
The message she read hinted at a serious incident that could impact the USA, and the way she delivered it made it clear she was under pressure. Witnesses quickly pulled out their phones, trying to understand what was happening.
Today will be a worse day than 9/11 attack. This is an act of war at United States of America.
Shockingly, she insisted on taking a polygraph test and begged for protection. Within moments, authorities stepped in and took her away. Since then, no clear update has surfaced. Only one question remains. If she was telling the truth, then who were the forces powerful enough to control her?
You are losing that war since 9/11 already.
UFO at airport. Airports are meant for planes, not UFOs. But at a New York airport, the unexpected happened. A UFO reportedly crash-landed on the tarmac, sending officials rushing to the scene. Inside, they found a gray alien, immediately taken into custody. The shocking twist? Within hours, reports surfaced that the alien had vanished. Some say it used unknown powers to escape, while others believe the government quietly transferred it to a secret facility. Either way, the incident left everyone questioning what really happens behind the airport gates and whether the world will ever know the truth.
Get into the tent. Watch your footing. Roger.
Airport mystery. On July 7th, 2010, Shaoshan International Airport in Hangzhou, China, shut down its airspace after reports of a mysterious object in the sky. Passengers and air traffic controllers spotted glowing lights that didn't match any known aircraft. From 8:45 p.m. to 9:41 p.m., 6 outbound flights were grounded and 12 inbound flights were diverted to Ningbo, Wuxi, and Shanghai, leaving nearly 1,000 passengers stranded. Airport staff confirmed the sightings, but no explanation was given. Chinese media quickly covered the event, and the Civil Aviation Administration announced an investigation. To this day, the object remains unidentified, leaving the skies over Hangzhou shrouded in mystery. Possessed passenger? Passengers were waiting for their flight when a young woman suddenly started screaming and shouting, lashing out at others around her. She didn't seem to be in control at all, almost like she was possessed. Security tried to calm her, but nothing worked, until she was finally taken away at the gate. Incidents like this are making people question airport safety, as strange events seem to be happening more and more in places once thought to be secure. Strange behavior.
An American Airlines passenger was caught on camera growling and hissing during a flight.
Passengers on an American Airlines flight from Los Angeles to Salt Lake City faced a terrifying situation when one man suddenly started growling, hissing, and acting violently. He shouted at other passengers, confronted the crew, and even chewed on his mask while stumbling through the aisle. Authorities removed him calmly once they landed, but many aboard felt something strange, like he wasn't fully himself, as if influenced by an invisible force. The FAA now stresses zero tolerance for such unruly behavior, but questions about what truly controlled him remain.
He was swearing, he was yelling, he was flipping them off.
Reptilian panic. On 30th June 2023, something strange happened in a plane at Zadar Airport in Croatia. A British boxer suddenly panicked and started screaming about something no one could see, calling it a demon. People around him tried to control him. The video first appeared on TikTok but was quickly removed, only to resurface and go viral on other platforms. Fans of The Simpsons noticed the eerie connection the show once hinted at reptilian beings living among humans unnoticed. Most reports like this come from the USA, making you wonder about secret societies or aliens as a hub. After that day, the boxer disappeared. Things took a dark turn when a woman from the same plane claimed that there was a passenger who looked like a reptile. It seemed like the reptilian being was visible to a few only.
But I am telling you right now, that back there is not real.
Portal abduction. After the shocking abductions at the airport, another case surfaced. A girl suddenly vanished, leaving her luggage behind. The girl, standing right behind her, screamed in terror, unsure of what had just happened. It appeared she was teleported through a secret portal, invisible to everyone else. The airport, once ordinary, now hides a chilling secret, and humans are not always safe, and some forces might be watching, waiting, ready to take anyone at any moment. Possessed woman. During a flight, a disturbing passenger left everyone on edge. A woman suddenly began acting strangely, standing on the seats and reaching up to touch the roof. She looked angry, almost out of control, as if something had taken over her mid-flight. Passengers froze as she moved unpredictably, drawing all attention to herself. Even the flight crew and security tried to calm her down, but nothing seemed to work. The situation continued for the entire journey, with no clear explanation. Only after landing was she finally taken away. For those on board, it didn't feel like a normal outburst. It felt like something far more unsettling had taken control. Airspace shut down. This one is quite recent, from the 6th of February 2026, near El Paso Airport. A strange video began circulating online just hours before authorities suddenly shut down the region's airspace. What the citizen captured was unsettling glowing orbs hovering silently above the horizon. Officials claimed the closure was due to a balloon in restricted airspace, but locals weren't convinced. The object stayed perfectly still, unlike any drifting balloon, leading many to believe it was an otherworldly craft. The sudden airspace shutdown only made things worse, hinting at something authorities didn't want the public to see. It was a failed attempt to hide the truth for sure. UFO contact. Area 51 has always drawn attention for strange sightings, and this time, one managed to capture something unusual. A disc hovered silently above a military plane, then vanished almost instantly. Its movement didn't look random. It ascended with a precision unlike any known aircraft. This wasn't just a secret. It was a clear sign that Area 51 is more than a base. It might be a departure point for an otherworldly craft. Aliens chase. On a remote mountainside near an airport, a witness captured something terrifying. A massive dark spaceship landed on the ground. He started recording immediately, but then spotted strange entities that looked like aliens, walking casually. Suddenly, they noticed him and began chasing him. The footage ended abruptly as he lost control of the camera. What happened next remains a mystery. The man was never found. Only his phone was left behind. Did the aliens abduct him? And what secrets did that spaceship hold? Flying object.
As I understand, your dad is a former Navy guy, so you were able to share with him as well. What did he say?
I showed it to him first, and he honestly had no idea what it was either. He had no idea. He was just as baffled as I was.
A woman was flying over New York City with her daughter when she decided to film the skyline through the window. But what she caught on camera wasn't just the city. It was a cylinder-shaped object zipping across the sky near LaGuardia Airport. At first, she thought it might be a bug inside the plane, but playback confirmed it was outside, moving incredibly fast on its own. Alarmed, she emailed the FAA and shared it with UFO Labs, though responses were minimal.
I realized that I had something like this on the video. The first thing I did was I emailed the FAA to let them know what I saw, and maybe it was a safety hazard.
Even her father, a former Navy officer, couldn't identify it. Other passengers on the flight later reported seeing the same object.
I had posted the video onto my social media, and one of the other moms on the flight, she said that she had noticed it when she was in the air too.
Analysts confirmed it wasn't a drone or insect, it was something moving at extraordinary speed. Hovering dot.
You can barely see it, looks like a dot here, but it's actually huge.
On the 10th of February, 2026, hours before a temporary airport closure in El Paso, Texas, witnesses spotted a massive hovering object in the sky. One observer described it as a huge dot with strange emissions coming from its bottom. Flights were grounded for special security reasons, initially expected to last 10 days, leaving passengers stunned, especially in a city 6 to 10 hours from nearby major airports. The FAA later reopened the airspace, claiming no threat to commercial flights.
The FAA has reopened the airspace around the airport, El Paso, Texas, only moments ago.
Reports suggested the Pentagon's counter-drone operations near the U-Mexico border may have triggered the shutdown. Still, with Fort Bliss and Biggs Army Airfield nearby, many wonder if what hovered over El Paso was more than just military activity.
There was stuff coming out from the bottom of it.
Feral voices. A woman was just waiting at Cleveland Airport in Ohio on the 23rd of September, 2025, when she started hearing some really weird noises echoing through the empty terminal. At first, she thought it was just the building, but then the sounds got stranger, like feral voices coming from nowhere. She grabbed her phone and recorded it, and the video went viral fast. People online were convinced it had to be alien activity right there in the airport. Black magic.
When you see these kind of things, you can't read it and don't know how to read this one. This is black magic.
Customs at Dubai Airport stopped a man from Tanzania after his behavior raised suspicions. Traveling with only hand luggage, he carried a dried octopus and notebooks filled with strange drawings. Officials immediately flagged it as potentially linked to black magic. While some practices in his home country involve traditional healing, the writings weren't holy and were deemed illegal in the UAE. Authorities seized the items, including over 1,000 similar objects found last year, and confirmed that black magic paraphernalia is strictly prohibited. The passenger was sent back to his country, and the confiscated items were destroyed. Another reminder that Dubai enforces strict rules against anything considered sinister.
That is variety. In this water, I'm drinking my ocean. This good knows.
Reptile passengers. CCTV cameras at the airport captured something chilling. Two men walking through the terminal that didn't look entirely human. Witnesses described them as reptilian or alien in appearance. The moment airport authorities saw the footage, a search began. But the mysterious beings were nowhere to be found. No tickets, no check-ins, no trace at all. How they entered or disappeared remains a complete mystery. Customs alert. A passenger was trying to violate security protocols and was caught immediately at Chennai Airport. 22 snakes and a chameleon were found inside a woman's checked luggage. Customs agents discovered them after she arrived in India from Kuala Lumpur. Passengers and staff were shocked as the airport went into headlines immediately. Authorities confirmed that the woman had no proper clearance for the exotic animals, raising serious questions about airport security and how such creatures even made it this far without being noticed. Vanished traveler. Lars Mittank's airport footage remains one of the most chilling missing person cases ever caught on camera. In 2014, the German man stayed in Bulgaria after a minor damage to his ear, but what came next was unsettling. Lars started acting anxious, claiming people were following him, and even took refuge in a hotel before heading to Varna Airport. Security footage shows him walking calmly at first, then suddenly running, climbing a fence, and disappearing into nearby trees. He left behind everything: bags, passport, even his phone. To this day, no trace of Lars has ever been found, leaving the mystery unsolved. Parallel visitor. In October 2025, JFK airport officials were stunned when a woman arrived from Tokyo carrying a passport from Terenza, a country that doesn't exist. The document's holograms were flawless, the biometric chip worked, and dozens of stamps were from unidentifiable nations. Witnesses said she looked normal and calmly stated, "This is not my world. This is America." She was placed under surveillance in a secure room, but hours later, she and her passport vanished. What came next was shocking. The woman was a scientist who disappeared over a decade ago after the classified Horizon Bridge project collapsed. Her briefcase contained banknotes dated 2053 with unknown symbols, and a small device still humming at the same frequency recorded during the experiment. Her DNA didn't match any global database. She only said, "I crossed to check we still exist." A similar story appeared in The Simpsons, hinting at her arrival. She seemed human, yet altered, and vanished as quietly as she appeared, leaving the world in shock. Till this date, the case remained unsolved in FBI files. Seatbelt shift.
It's dark. I mean, I know it doesn't look that dark on the camera, but it's dark.
Late one night, an aircraft cleaner was just doing his usual job, filming inside a parked plane. It was dark, quiet, and completely empty. He was casually talking to the camera when something strange happened.
Right, sitting on the back of the plane. Y'all probably think I'm insane.
A seatbelt behind him suddenly moved, as if someone had just unbuckled it. He turned around to check. No one was there. The rows were empty, and nothing else seemed disturbed. Still, the movement looked real, too real to ignore. Some believe it was just a loose belt shifting on its own. Others think something unseen was sitting there, moving quietly, right behind him.
I think I'm doing this for fame.
Phantom seat.
Class B?
A passenger boarded a flight from Indonesia to Bali and started recording a video to send to his wife. At first, everything looked normal, but when he replayed the footage, something felt off. A dark figure was clearly sitting in one of the seats, completely still. Confused, he walked toward the same seat to check it himself, but no one was there. The seat was empty. The video quickly spread, and many believed it showed the spirit of a passenger who never left the plane. Since then, people say some flights don't just carry travelers, they carry something else that refuses to leave. Haunted laughter. A group of airport workers heard strange noises outside late at night. At first, it sounded like faint laughter, like a girl somewhere in the parking area. Nasha Canales later shared videos explaining that her mother, who worked in the cleaning department at an airport in Mexico, reported the same thing near parking lot B. One of the guards decided to check the CCTV cameras to find the source. What he saw didn't make sense. A woman in a white gown slowly walked across one camera, but when they switched to another angle, she was gone. After that night, the laughter was never explained, but it was never forgotten either. Ghostly elevator. At Dubai Airport, on 8 February 2021, security officers were reviewing CCTV footage when they noticed something disturbing. 2 crew members entered an elevator that looked completely empty. Nothing seemed unusual at first, but when they stepped out, the footage revealed something terrifying. Right at the spot where one of them had been standing, a ghostly figure suddenly appeared. It wasn't there before, and no one could explain how it showed up. The moment spread quickly among staff, leaving many shaken. Soon after, the elevator was declared haunted and quietly shut down, as if something inside it was never meant to be seen. Creepy movement. At Islamabad's new international airport, a worker reported a chilling paranormal incident in a closed section of the terminal. Out of nowhere, a chair began moving on its own, sliding across the floor as if an invisible force were dragging it. The worker froze, realizing this wasn't ordinary. Something unseen was making its presence known. Whispers of a ghostly entity spread quickly among staff, leaving many unsettled. Ghost passenger. A passenger on board a flight captured a chilling sight while taking a quick snap of the plane's interior. In the footage, a blurry, ghostly figure appeared, hovering for a brief moment before fading into thin air. The fleeting presence sent shivers down the spine of anyone who saw it. For a few seconds, it seemed like a wandering spirit had been caught on camera, leaving the passenger and viewers questioning what truly exists beyond the visible. Haunted entrance. A chilling video from Reddit shows an empty airport, American Airlines desk area, caught on security cameras. The uploader wrote that a friend, a security officer, witnessed it firsthand. In the footage, a heavy service door swings open violently all on its own. These doors are usually locked or require a code, so nothing natural should have caused it. The airport was empty, making the sight even creepier. Viewers speculated endlessly in the comments. Some claimed it was a ghost, others a poltergeist, but whatever it was, it proved that airports can hold more than just travelers. Perhaps something supernatural was moving behind the scenes. Bathroom haunt. In 2020, at a Colombian airport, a man recorded a creepy incident in a washroom. He had been standing outside, alone. The washroom had been empty for hours, but suddenly, an unsettling, fast, almost irritating sound began. Quickly, he turned on his camera and approached the washroom, calling out to any invisible presence. That's when it happened. The washroom door slammed shut on its own. Shocked, the man didn't hesitate. He bolted instantly, realizing he wasn't alone. The footage went viral, leaving viewers questioning what exactly lurks unseen in quiet corners of airports and whether some forces are watching silently.
Necesito otra prueba. Ay, marica.